Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do Aquarius for May 2021. This will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could have planets in the sign of Aquarius. You may not have any planets in Aquarius, yet you feel like this reading is yours. Then it is yours. That's more and more if you're learning to trust your intuition. I feel like your guides will take you to a reading if there's messages that you need to hear that, may not even be in your wheelhouse. Just be open. I feel like you usually know within the first 15 minutes of a reading if a reading is for you or not. They are general readings. However, I'm also a big believer in energy attracting energy. Soulmate family coming together. Helping each other out. So I know that many of you are guided, and I thank my guides, who thank your guides, who thank you. So anyways, guys, this is really an intuitive read, and I feel good about it. I feel like I haven't done your reading for a while, which is weird. I have. But it just, for some reason, I feel like I haven't done your reading for a while. So maybe you need it. So let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle deck. Give her a couple shuffles first. All my decks are pre-shuffled, as many of you know. But I like to just give them a few shuffles once I have you here. We are doing an evening reading, which I don't very often do. I normally, work through the day and give myself a deadline. Otherwise, I'd just be working 24 hours a day. But my deadline is like, it's pretty late. Like 8 o'clock. Okay, anyways. It's interesting, it's evening, but the sun is still out, and I'm loving it. Okay, we got 3. We're going to take them. Many of you know I will read from the book at the end of the reading, and it's just amazing how the advice fits. It's just, or it's comforting, something. But I just found it works perfectly in this way. We pull it first, do our reading, and then we'll read. But let's see what we have here. We have truth. Always important to an Aquarius. I am lovingly honest with myself and others. We have sobriety. Ruh-roh. Someone else got this too. I can't remember who. Anyway, sobriety. It just talks about a clear mind, a sober mind, especially if I'm trying to accomplish something. It's definitely the energy of a sober mind is what will get you there. It's the short path versus the long path. Some of you, truth right next to sobriety, that may just say, have a good look at yourself. No judgment. This is not about judgment. This is only because maybe it impairs you from doing something else. We have home. I trust and follow my divine guidance about my home. So we have truth, sobriety, and home. Okay. Now we're going to bring in the Tarot of Dreams. It's interesting. I keep looking over here. And it's the scrolls. I'm like, what is that? I trust and follow my divine guidance about my home. Okay. I feel home is where the heart is. For someone. I feel like you needed to hear that. Home is where the heart is. All right. Let's keep going. You know, my daughter is a Scorpio, and her 3 major romances in her life so far, because I hope there's another coming, have been with Aries. Isn't that interesting? Yet they're very different. Very different. All right, we have the 6 of Cups. This could be someone of older days that you have happy memories about. This is talking about a time, you know, that you have these happy memories about. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. We have the Hermit. So we have 2 Virgo cards side by side. This could be someone like my boyfriend who has a Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon. It can be 2 Virgos. It may not be Virgo at all. And for some it's not. So interesting. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. You know, some of you may have lost a job. Lost income. You know, it's like something changed. Something forced your hand. And definitely something of the past. The Queen of Pentacles is looking back. Again, it doesn't even matter what your sign is. This Queen of Pentacles to me means a couple different things. I feel like it's definitely talking about your material world within your physical world, and then something forcing your hand. You know, you may have felt dependent, or let's say you may have felt sure that this was like, you know, what it reminds me of is a job that I had. I mean, I was general manager of a fitness slash spa slash nutrition center for most of my career, right? Or I worked up to that. And the last job I had with them, I thought, this is the job I'll retire from. And then, boom, I was let go. It was crazy how it happened. But you know, here I am today, and I tell you, I'd always rather work for myself than work for someone else. So anyways, you know, but nonetheless, then, of course, I didn't know that. Anyway, so the Hermit's looking back on all of this, and it's interesting because, like, on the Hermit's back is this 5 of Swords, and that's the toxic energy. That's a toxicity. That can be toxic people. You know, and sometimes it's just that your energy doesn't fit with their energy, right? Maybe it all feels toxic, but just truly, it's just not your energy. Like, it's just not your scene kind of thing. And maybe you're learning this. Maybe you've learned that. You know, and it's interesting because now I'm getting a different perspective of this. And I feel like this Hermit, next to this 9 of Pentacles, is telling me that a lot of you have spiritually tight businesses. With this Queen of Pentacles looking back, I feel like it is due to what you have been through, the experiences you had, right? This Five of Swords, I'm sorry, the Five of Pentacles. This is energy where you feel, you know, thrown out in the cold, left out in the cold. You know, your hands are tied. It's against your will, but nonetheless, you know, you have to keep moving through it. This is the energy of learning and actually becoming what I call the spirit warrior. You know, finding out all that you are and how you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And then maybe ultimately figuring out that, listen, this whole journey was about my purpose. And here I am. Here you are in it. I'm not sure what the Six of Cups has to do with that yet. And I don't feel it's tied to this Five of Swords energy. This, let's just say, toxic energy. Right? And remember, 5 says a change is needed. Or it's time for a change. Right? That type of thing. Excuse me. So we have the Palace of Wands coming under the Hermit, but next is 5 of Pentacles. Well, let's get all the cards out. We have the Ace of Wands. You know, I feel like some of you have this may have already happened, because this may be the beginning of it. Excuse me, but I feel like, you know, in the 5 of Swords, there's definitely energy around me that doesn't allow me to be all that I can be, right? Because if I glance on the other side, it all feels I don't know, it just feels abundant. A lot of green, and there's a lot of light through it, and it feels very abundant, right? Purposely. Now, it doesn't mean I'm setting out to make a ton of money, but what it means is the money just follows. And because I feel like this is now, or what you will be doing, as you know, for a living. And I definitely know your struggles were part of that. And it's interesting because the Ace of Swords is illuminating that toxic energy. But sitting next to the Palace of Wands, and the Palace of Wands, it talks about the atmosphere you find yourself in. And that's a very passionate type energy. It's quite beautiful. You know, just look at it, right? It's about your desires. It's about your passion. Coming with the Hermit above it, very grounded at the same time. What else we have? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So, Knight of Wands is about something that's coming in to your world rather quickly. Now, it's coming next to the Ace of Wands, so I don't fear it. I just don't. I don't fear it. All right, let's keep going. We have the Queen of Swords on the bottom. So, you, Aquarius, another Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You know, she is the truth seeker. Here's the truth. All right, we're going to bring out the Light Seers deck. Give her a couple shuffles. And let's figure this out. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the Six of Cups. Anyways, because I feel like some of you may be moving. You may be moving. You may be moving to a place that you probably have lived before. Maybe it's your old home. Because it is an energy of happiness and joy, and some of you are just moving in that direction. Maybe you have to allow yourself, I don't know, maybe this night is the ability to allow you to move out of that energy. But I want to say one thing. I feel like don't regret that energy, because that energy is what then moves you through the Hermit's energy. So you become much wiser if you allow yourself to be, right? If you find, like, why did that time period all happen? You know, and you figure it out as the Hermit does, right? The Hermit becomes illuminated, and then the Hermit is illuminating the rest of us. Some of you it's about a job. But I have to say it because what's the Hermit illuminating? Is illuminating the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles talks about success within your career, your craft, what it is that, you know, this is about your work also, though, right? The work that you put into something, but it tells you there's a lot of success to it. And maybe you have a lot of spiritual wisdom that goes along with it. All right, we have the World coming over the Six of Cups. Excuse me. It's interesting. I almost feel like it almost feels like an invitation. This girl is jumping through a, you know, it looks like a hula hoop to me, but it may not be. It's pretty large. It may have its own name, but nonetheless, the World. So the World talks about, number one, it's a 21, so that's a 3. And this is of the light, right? Because this is coming over happy memory, happy energy. So it talks about joy then, joy and optimism. The World talks about a chapter that's now opening up. And it's interesting because you do have 2 9s here. And like, personally, I am on a personal year 9 this year. So I'm closing out a lot of chapters. You have at least 2 9s so far. And, you know, so I don't know. I feel like some of you are leaving that 5 of Swords and you're heading, maybe you're heading home. We have Justice. Interesting. Are you asking for a divorce? Or is it after divorce? You know, if you look at that image, she sees herself in her reflection, right? And she's smiling, right? It's almost like she knows it'll all be okay. Even if I don't know how, I know that it'll all be okay. You certainly could talk about you cutting ties with someone, something, a job, a person. And this is complete, right? This is complete. But there's a reason why I cut ties here, and it is, you know, the universe wants to put you in this feeling of being whole again. And interesting how I see that circle now, right? Complete. Infinity. No beginning, no end type thing. This may talk about the period you're entering into, right? So, Justice is also the card of Libra. Let's throw that out there. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like someone may have had to sue a boss, or a company or something like that. And I feel like if you did, you may have lost something or weren't paid what was owed you type thing. I don't know. I just feel there's something within like the Pentacles and then within the law. But I feel like if that's the case, you're the one who's made whole again. So that's good news. All right, interesting. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. We have the 4 of Swords coming over that 5 of Swords. I gotta let that heal. The Emperor could also talk about a father image type thing. We have the Page of Cups. So, You know, we have the Four of Swords that moves into the Page of Cups. This is all talking about healing yourself, healing your heart, allowing divine to heal you, right? Allowing it. You know, this is about, and as you're allowing that healing, this is about, I feel like you start to learn the importance of you, right? The true value of you that maybe you have forgotten about. Because this is about the energy of where you are learning to open your heart again, just to life, maybe to love, but at least to life, right? You know, interesting in that Four Swords, there is a heart there, and it is separate from her. So, I mean, definitely, I do feel like, you know, the severing of prior, let's just say, bosses. And however that happened, whether it happened, you know, what felt like against you, I feel like you'll be made whole again. But nonetheless, I feel like, you know, sometimes we feel like, woe is me, but actually, what it does is it moves you into an energy of where you do create for yourself. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to have your own business, you know, but maybe, you know, you apply, like I feel like I apply for a branch, you know, I'm thinking Navy, I don't know why, like I apply for a branch of the Navy and, you know, I get ballsy and I do it. When normally I was holding back and then I get it. So, what I'm talking about is really the Nine of Pentacles talks about whatever you're building, right? Through your own knowledge, craft, gifts, you know, it's going to bring you success. And I feel like, you know, one energy wouldn't fit with the other, right? That Five of Swords wouldn't fit in the Nine of Pentacles energy. First of all, Nine of Pentacles energy is probably a time period where I've kind of been concentrating on those pentacles. And the Five of Swords will kind of interrupt that too much, I feel. So I do feel like some of you, you know, it's like a how to leave it. How to leave it. And I have to say, I feel like you made the right decision because now I feel like you're moving towards a time where, listen, whether this is somewhere you lived in the past, and I kind of feel like for some of you it is, it's talking about, you know, at least, if nothing else, a place where these type of memories will be made. You know, beautiful, happy memories that last a lifetime, that last forever, right? Infinite. You know, for some of you, this Emperor could be someone that has crossed over. And it could certainly be, you know, it's not as feeling a brother, but also a father, grandfather, anybody. Anyone that you looked up to and admired. And I'm feeling the good of this Emperor. Like, this is someone I would say would reach out their hand to help their fellow brother or sister, that type of thing. And you know, they may have crossed over. And I do feel like I don't know what I was just going to say. We have the Three of Wands. That's good. That's what the world is asking for, that type of energy. We have the Chariot. So the Chariot's coming over this Five of Pentacles, right? The Five of Pentacles is the struggle, right? But this is where I'm becoming the spirit warrior, truly. And not just that, this is where my wisdom is being built. This is what gives me the character that I am today, right? And then a lot of you, I know that you're doing things, when I say spiritually based business, I just mean that you're giving, you're helping, right? Fellow brother and sister in some way, children, that type of thing. In any type of way, because, I mean, you could have a tarot channel too. You could be a songwriter and these lyrics come out of you. I don't know. I feel very inspired all of a sudden. So this Chariot really is limitless. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So that's good. First of all, I feel like that is the recovery for some of you after what feels like something's been taken. Justice says, we're going to make you whole again. Well, here you are. Right? So in this Pentacles of Wands, again, the House of Desire. Now I have this Ace of Pentacles. Right? I have this Knight of Wands rushing towards me. And I have this Ace of Pentacles, right? It's almost like the Ace is part of this Knight. And it's coming quickly. And how interesting, you have now the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So here's the struggle, right? But the Chariot is the way out, right? You got to jump on that Chariot. Sometimes I feel like the Chariot really is mind control, right? And because look at the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is all about your perspective, right? It's optimism. It's looking out at the future and seeing all that can be instead of, creating blocks. So, coming over this Queen of Pentacles energy, I don't know, I feel like this is going to be a time period for you where your pentacles are growing. And I feel like a lot of you are just going to figure out that, these difficult paths have moved you into this energy that I feel like just feels right. It just feels right. Some of you may be leaving home, and that's maybe why I said home is where the heart is, right? Okay, but nonetheless, we have two aces. Almost like you got to see it first, right? Three of Wands in your mind's eye. I often feel the World card is the most spiritual time in your life. I also feel like many times it is the best time of your life. Now, that doesn't mean other times in your life weren't special, but there's something about this time. You know what I think it is? I feel like it's the collective wisdom. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. You know what I mean? And the world is responding to you in that way, bringing you, showing you, right? Showing you, like illuminating the dark, but at the same time showing you the way through the light. Excuse me. All right, we have the Page of Wands. Interesting. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So, guys, first of all, I have to say, if you are, this doesn't, again, have to be out of the home, but it's pretty clear with the Nine of Pentacles, home for Mother Mary, and the Ten of Pentacles, the palace, that this could certainly be something that's done out of the home, that is, that inspires you. I feel like, it lights the flame and then boom, you're off and going. Maybe that's not happening now, but I feel like that's the energy that wants to enter, right? So, first of all, the Ace of Wands looks like one of those, I just forgot the name, like always, like a flare, right? A flare to illuminate that Five of Swords. So it's just talking about what's ever toxic. Some of you, it may be within your sobriety. And Page of Cups would say, just talk about taking care of oneself. Maybe some of you, your dream is to be the business owner, is to be the spiritual emperor. I feel like the opportunity arrives, right? But maybe I have to have a sober mind to, because it's a very guided type journey. I feel very inspired, but I feel inspired from divine. I'm feeling like the infinity in this energy. So anyways, we have the Page of Wands. over the Ace of Wands and over the Five of Swords. So this just tells me, I feel like for some of you, it's just like you're throwing your wand and you're going. Two pages there. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. I just see them. All of a sudden, I just see them. Some of you, one of these pages may be who is in the Six of Cups, the beginning card. Could be coming through this Knight of Wands, right? But like always, I want to show you what my readings show you is when you care for yourself first and put yourself first, like believe in your dreams and follow them. You know, don't be afraid of them. Follow them. It just feels like success can be yours, and I feel like it's the energy because I have that. I feel grounded. Maybe it was taken from you before within that Five of Pentacles. Remember that, right? So as you're building, maybe your foundation wasn't strong enough, and that's what the Nine of Pentacles is about. You know, creating the strong foundation to build my pentacles on, so no one can break through it. Period. And yeah, I feel like what that does is it opens you up, maybe to more. Some, you know, I feel like don't get in the energy of protecting your pentacles, so to speak, because I feel like there's more free energy here. Like I'm feeling this Page of Wands, almost like the Fool, right? And it feels very free. There may be someone who is coming in your life that makes you feel that way, makes you feel maybe young and childlike again, and maybe even help to inspire you, right? Even in a different level of inspiration. You know, I feel like that's how I've grown is, you know, different levels, right? I know what I know, and then when I know and then I know more, right? And then I know more, that type of thing. But I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is the perfect ending card because this is about, to me, you know, if this is family, if this is the beginning of a family, no matter how old I am, it can be a blended family, just be two of us. It's just about the stability within that home. The home takes roots. It takes roots, and you know, you can talk about being with someone where, you know, it grows into this thing where, I don't know, like, you know, where you've crossed over it, but yet grandchildren still talk about you, that type of thing. It just feels very rooted. Or maybe they talk about you and grandpa type thing, or you and grandma. Interesting how I'm seeing you like that. Anyway, to me, that's just talking about if this is a person that eventually is coming in. I'm saying eventually because I don't want you to move too quickly, right? There's some recovery within that Four of Swords, and it's allowing yourself to recover. And while you're in that mode, it's almost like allow yourself to dream about what you can do. You know, this Page of Cups is like sitting at the edge of the cliff. And there's no fear there. Page of Wands, she's just free going. Throw my wand, and wherever it goes is where it lands, which just so happens that it's going to pierce the card of the Page of Cups. So, and this Knight of Wands is fast moving, this passionate type energy, intense. This could talk about an intense relationship type energy. Maybe I haven't had it for a long time if you've been in that Five of Swords. You know, and I have to say, if that rushed to me too quickly and I wasn't able to, let's say, to go through the hermit mode, then it'd be tough or tougher to have this spiritually based business, because I feel like really a lot of what's in it is your own wisdom, and your wisdom comes from your experiences. That's why I'm saying no regret. No regret. Right? No regret. Anything else I want to look at here? It just kind of flew or flowed as a story here. You know, I want to look at the Emperor with, I just saw the Ace of Pentacles right below that. For some of you, this could be a, like I said before, a job offer. We have the Seven of Swords. I feel like someone this could be talking about a book deal, some type of deal that comes towards you, and, like, what do they give an author, before they write their book, like a down payment type thing? I feel like something like that is coming to someone, and again, it's based on like your story, whether it be you're writing it as yourself, or you're doing it in a play, or you know, I have like 5 books going. Whether you complete any of them, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like it can be in anything. I feel like something is coming towards you that's going to help, that's going to give you what you need so you can continue forward with that. Um, okay. Anything else I want to look at? I think I'm going to leave it there. And I think out of the 3 cards, I'm going to read the home card. Sobriety, I think it just speaks for itself. And that can be in anything. It just really talks about a sober mind. All right, home. You drew this card because of concerns about what is happening in your household. Mother Mary is letting you know that God is watching over you and sending you divine guidance as how you can improve your home life. Expect a positive change in your current situation, especially as you allow more love to reside within the home of your heart and mind. Your home life affects your happiness, relationships, and even your health. So it's essential to take action steps to bring about a peaceful, safe, and happy environment. Yet, change can be threatening because of fears of the unknown, even if it's a positive adjustment. If you find yourself resisting making a change for the better, call upon Mother Mary and the angels for encouragement, signs, and guidance. Trust these messages and follow them home. Beautiful. Well, so let's go ahead and read Truth. I feel like we got to read that. You drew this card because some truth is being hidden. Most likely, you are hiding it from yourself. How do you really feel about your present situation? This card counsels you to take an honest inventory, admitting the most vulnerable feelings to yourself. If someone isn't being forthright with you, you'll know within your heart. The first person who comes to mind is probably involved in this dishonesty. Sometimes people aren't truthful because their fear of conflict makes them people please. Other times, dishonesty stems from a lack mentality, arising when individuals believe that they have to take what they want because there's not enough to go around. Take the time to sit quietly in meditation and ask God and Holy Spirit to reveal the truth about your present situation. Although truth has a subjective component, and opinions about the same situation will vary from person to person, there's a need for greater honesty in order to heal and resolve the present situation. So I feel like for those who needed to hear that, you needed to hear that. I feel like home is really for everyone, and so is sobriety, just in general, right? My clear mind is just more easily able to focus and concentrate. And this truly is a reading about success, ultimate success, right? And I feel like, it's almost like seeing the work that you have done, because there's very little, let's just say, dark or shadowy energy here. Very, very little. It's more about your movement and what you can build and what you can grow, being made whole again. Some of you taking a chance, making, especially if you're thinking about moving, especially to a place where you have a lot of happy memories. I myself have done that. I moved back to my childhood home. This is where my first boyfriend and I met. And here I am again. Wow. anyway, you know, you may find yourself in a similar type situation. And I feel like, and I do know, like, sometimes location can, you know, cause certain energy, you know, or cause, you know, a lack of mentality, that type of thing. So I just feel like, you know, with the Hermit here, it's almost like a graduation with this Ace of Pentacles, right? And I feel like for those with home-based businesses, you know, if you're willing to put the work in, this is just saying, it will grow. Like, almost like, don't even question it. It just, let it go. Let it go and let it grow. Let it grow. See it that way, right? See it that way. And I feel like also saying for those just beginning, and I feel a lot for those who have like channels, like, hang in there. The money will come, right? The money will come. You may have to put in a lot of effort to get to that point, but it feels like it's well worth it. Anyone who's anything taken from, I just feel like you're being made whole again. Ultimately, I'm going to stop talking and just remind you that the energy coming toward you is energy of passion and desire. Also carrying the Ace of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles right there. And what does it carry on its back? The Ten of Pentacles. How can that be bad? Right? How can that be bad? You know, so my wish is that you all find your way to this Ten of Pentacles, because it's just saying that you're limitless, you know, and think that way, especially about your pentacles. That feels important. I feel like love is just kind of taking care of itself. It just automatically kind of takes care of itself. It comes to you, so to speak. Now, you may move and then it finds its way to you, but I just feel like, try to keep your thoughts positive. Try, especially about yourself and your future. And I feel, therefore, it will be. Therefore, it will be. So be it. I love you guys. I should have brought the lid down a long time ago. I'm so sorry. We'll get this all figured out. I got a camera I have my eye on, so I can give you a better view, a better lens, so to speak. But anyways, I love you guys. As always, thank you for watching the video, for being part of my soul family, for allowing me to be me, for your comments and allowing me to even discover more and more about you. I love it when you comment a lot. I really feel like I know you. No kidding. I really feel like I know you all. And, you know, just feel like my fellow brother and sisters. So I love you all. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.